So we will discuss about the resistance and effective factors of resistance through a cross-sectional area of a conductor, right? From that we have obtained an equation yesterday, R equal to M by Ne square tau into L by A, right? This is a complete resistance equation, right? Is
Yes,
it
sir.
audible? Yeah. So now what I'm doing here, from this resistance equation, mass is the number of electrons mass we are considering here, and the number density E, n into E square, and tau is the time relaxation. This is all constant for each and every electron which is passing through the conductor, right? Only the variables which are the length and the area. So these all constants I'm taking as here as a rho, where rho is called as resistivity or specific resistance of that particular conductor, right? So
Yes,
you can see rho equal to m by ne square t tau. We can write out. This is the resistivity. Remember here, from this equation, we can make resistivity as a subject. When you make resistivity as a subject, then resistivity rho equal to, you can write as what? How did you write resistivity rho equal to R into A by L, we can write. Is that right? So
yes,
when you write like that, we can describe the resistivity or specific resistance also. So from the given formula, we can define, and as well as apart from that, the formula, the resistivity can be defined as resistivity is a inherent property of resistance. Why I said like this inherent property? This property is belonging to the particular material of the conductor. If you could change the material of the conductor or resistor, then resistivity changes. But though the formula has come from the dimensions of area and length, resistivity does not depends on the dimensions of the particular conductor or resistor. Remember this point. Resistivity is independent of dimensions. It depends only on material as well as on temperature only. How to temperature? In the sense, obviously temperature is belonging to the property. When we talk about the melting point of that particular property, particular conductor, then obviously it changes, right? So then temperature it depends, as well as it depends on the nature of the material. Material to material, the resistivity different. For the copper, it is different. For the manganese, it is different. For the aluminum, it is different, right? So that's why resistivity is just another name is called as specific resistance. Okay, it is a specific resistance we do say here. You
yes,
know
sir.
or you don't know. The units for the resistance is ohm. Units for the resistance is ohms, whereas units for the resistivity is ohm meter. We will write. Okay, I'll come back to that. First, let us see that the most important factors in this current electricity we should know as per the exam and as per the knowledge also. Relations between the VD. VD stands for drift velocity, rho is resistivity, L is the length of the conductor, E is a EMF which we have applied to the conductor, J is a current density, and and sorry here E is electric field and V is a potential difference which we have applied. You can see here, this is a basic equation, rho equal to E by J equal to E by NEVD. So how do we get this usually? How do we get it?
Yeah.
Rho equal to E by G from the previous formula we will get usually. I'll come back to you how will you get. We know the
Yes.
current equal to I by A.
Yes, sir.
Here, since I equal to NEAVD, then we can write In a place of I, if I write NEAVD, A get cancelled, I have the NEVD. Therefore, in the place of J, I have written NEVD and E as it is. E stands for electric field here. E stands for electric field. How do this electric field is related? I'll come back to you from the previous resistivity equation. Okay. Now,
Okay.
let us continue. Now, from this drift velocity VD I make as a subject, can I make? Yes,
Yes.
I can. When I'll bring VD this side, E by rho will come this side, NE rho. Now, then next further, I can write, we know electric field equal to the relation between the electric potential and field, V by L means electric potential per unit length, V by NE rho. When L increases, Vd decreases, drift velocity decreases. Okay. Now you can also see that when length of the conductor increases, drift velocity decreases. Since from this equation it is inversely proportional. Since it is inversely proportional. Saima, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now you can see here Vd equal to V by NE rho into L. This gives a relation between the drift velocity and electric potential with the resistivity. Now, just now I have told the units for the resistance is ohm, for the resistivity is ohm meter we will write. What we can write?
Yes.
Ohm meter we can write off. So, since when you write ohm meter, that indicates the resistivity. Same way, we have conductance and conductivity. What is a conductance? Conductance is a reciprocal of resistance, or the other way that conductance is a property of a substance which allows electrons flowing through it.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Since conductance is reciprocal to the resistance, we can also write in SI unit system, since that resistance is ohm, then conductance can be written as mho, MHO.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now,
Yes.
MHO is also called as Mo is also called as Simons. Simons is on the name of scientist the UNIS has taken here. This is Simons for the Mo. Coming to the conductivity, conductivity is the reciprocal of resistivity. What is this?
The reciprocal of resistivity.
Reciprocal of resistivity. Now, conductivity also is described with SI unit system mho per unit mass. Sorry, unit length. Unit length in the sense, since resistivity, what we have written, ohm meter. Here ohm became inverse. Meter can be written as meter inverse also. So mho meter inverse, or other way ohm inverse meter inverse also you can write. Are you getting my point here? How did we write this?
Yes, sir.
OHM ohm, they have written reverse, it is MHO.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is only they have made it as reciprocal, and meter is asked is down only. If you could it bring up meter inverse, it is bigger. So this is also we can write Siemens dot meter inverse. These are the units for the conductivity. Remember, resistivity, conductivity difference. Most of the people, when coming to the definition, they'll confuse that. The analogy I'll tell you for that. For example, human is a person, humanity is a property, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Resistance is a actually the person's name or resistor we can say. Then coming to the resistivity, same like here it is humanity. Now I'll tell you simple logic here. Property of resistance can change when material changes. Person to person, humanity is different.
Yes, sir.
But whether the person lean or fat, his humanity will not change. Same
Yes,
way,
sir.
same way, resistivity will not change whether it is thin or thick of a wire. Means it is independent of dimensions.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, temperature depends of resistance. How a resistance depends on temperature, that we need to discuss here. How it will be? Let us yesterday we were discuss the resistance, how it is affecting, how it is uh, affecting the conductor. Therefore, resistance how it changes we understood, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, apart from that, here we have a standard equation. You might have studied that, everyone. What is that? In 11th standard, we have expansion of solids. In that linear expansion we have. Did you remember linear expansion? Did you have idea?
No, sir.
Okay, no problem. Let it be. We know the length of the conductor is directly proportional to the resistance. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If length is directly proportional to the resistance, if resistance increases, length of the conductor also will increase.
Yes, sir.
Right? Now you can see R equal to m by ne square T into L by A. When temperature increases, the number of collisions increase due to internal energy, and relaxation of time decreases. As I said yesterday, due to the collisions of the with the other materials, obviously there is a time relaxation changes with respect to that temperature changes. Due to temperature increases, resistance also will increase. Now, okay, sir. If length increases, time period also, sorry, resistance also increases. If temperature increases, resistance also will increase. Now, how
Yes.
temperature coefficient of resistance takes place here? Look at here. You are seeing an equation. Can you read that equation?
Um, Alpha is equal to RT minus R naught by R naught delta T.
Good. Now, what I'm trying to say here, in 11th standard, we studied the linear expansions. Linear expansions. This is nothing but any conductor or wire if you are taking which is having the length L. Okay, when at temperature T1, room temperature T1 degree centigrade, but this temperature is increased T1 to T2 degree centigrade. Therefore, temperature change, the length of the conductor will change, right? Then length of the conductor L1 to L2 it will increase, right? So this part we call as delta L, this change, and at the same time, the change in the temperature we can write delta T equal to T2 minus T1. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Now, from this we have, since I'm telling 11th class basics, since L1 to L2 it has changed. So change in the length delta L is directly proportional to the original length, and at the same time we have also, with respect to the change in the temperature it is taking place. Okay, then delta L is also directly proportional to what is change in the temperature. So since these two are directly proportional, okay, then I can write delta L equal to L1 into delta T, right? So proportionality. Since this proportionality, if I'll remove, I have a constant alpha called. What is that?
Alpha.
Alpha, this is a coefficient of temperature. Alpha equal to, I can write delta L by L1 into delta T. What do you mean by delta L? L2 minus L1. What do you mean by L1 is as it is? Delta T is T2 minus T1. Now this is a alpha is a coefficient of temperature, linear coefficient of temperature. Okay, what this decides? Coefficient decides what? Coefficient decides the nature of the material. It decides per unit degree centigrade. Per unit degree centigrade, how much the length is affecting and increasing. It can be understood from the this nature, from the alpha. So that's why coefficient of linear expansion of iron is different from the coefficient of linear expansion of copper and steel. It is different, the values. These are just values which indicates the linear coefficient always. So why I have told this all back history of this length increases, therefore the linear coefficient of expansion has come like this. Why did I say? Because here there is a relation for us, resistance directly proportional to the length increases, right? So
Yes, sir.
if resistance increases, in the sense there must be some change in the length.
Yes, sir.
So from this equation I can write simply directly L2 minus L1, in the sense R2 minus R1 I can write, and L1 plus R1 I can write, and T2 minus T1 is nothing but delta T as usual we have. So this is also unit, it gives the same units again per degree centigrade dimension. Okay, so this is
Yes,
a
sir.
linear coefficient of expansion in the case of normal solids. With respect to that same linear coefficient of expansion, temperature coefficient we say here, with respect to that depends on the resistance it is. Okay, so now if we go back to our topic, how we get the affecting factors of resistance in the case of with respect to temperature, that
So,
you can see. Yes, tell me your doubt.
so can you please also show how rho is equal to E by J?
Sure. I'll come back to you that. Let me complete that temperature coefficient of resistance alpha equal to RT minus R naught into delta T. So this is the way the equation has come, right? Now this we will write further just by interchanging, by multiplying inside. We can write alpha equal to R2 minus R1 by R1 T2 minus R2 T. Here we have taken R naught. If I'll take RT2 means in terms of R2 and R1, then you will get like this. Okay, with respect to change in temperature, we can write. Now, you are expecting the resistivity relation, how it has come. The resistivity relation, basically it has come from there, J equal to E, sorry, rho equal to E by J, that we have. Okay, before going to that, see from this equation which we missed one point is that R2 resistance, if it is greater than, or sorry, less than the R1, then alpha is negative. Alpha is negative, alpha is positive, alpha equal to 0. Alpha is a temperature coefficient. Remember, this temperature coefficient is positive for the conductors because resistance increases with respect to the increasing in the temperature, and resistance decreases with increasing in the temperature, that is in the semiconductors. Most important point, resistance increases with respect to decreasing in the temperature in the case of semiconductors. That's why alpha is negative coefficient for the semiconductors. Remember, it's a most important MCQ question all the time. They'll ask that
Yes.
whether resistance increases with respect to increasing in the temperature. In what? Conductors or semiconductors? In which case? The temperature increases, resistance decreases. In conductors, semiconductors, or insulators, like that, options can be given. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Before going to discussion of carbon resistors, I'll clear the doubt of yours. That is, which the relation between the rho into sigma, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. First, in previous case, what formula we got? You want me to get rho equal to J by I. How did I get this? Is your question?
E by J, sir.
E by J. Sorry. Okay. See, rho equal to E by J is the most important equation. This is also I can write uh, hmm, rho into J equal to E. This is a vector nature. This 4. This is also we called as. Are you aware of the Ohm's law?
Yes,
What do you
sir.
mean by Ohm's law? We studied yesterday. So Ohm's law is a vector form is there. Ohm's law is also having the vector form. The Ohm's law is in vector form. We can write is in such a way that J equal to sigma. Yeah, J equal to this 1 by rho. I can write like this. Okay, again you will ask what is this, right? Who is a sigma? The reciprocal of resistivity. Who is that? Reciprocal of resistivity.
Conductivity.
Exactly. This is conductivity. Conductivity symbol is sigma. Okay. Whenever I'll write 1 by sigma, then therefore J equal to, I can write J equal to sigma into E bar. Excuse me. I'll come back to you. J equal to sigma J equal to sigma into E. This gives the Ohm's law in vector form. It's most important vector form. Of course, before going to this, you have a relation that is which we got E equal to rho into J. How did we get this is your question. Before that, we have general Ohm's law V equal to I into R. Now this I wanted to relate with the that equation I U as usual. R equal to what we have got yesterday. R equal to, can I write
Rho L by A.
rho L by A. So whenever I'll write R equal to rho into L by A. Now V equal to I into rho as usual. Next, what do you want here? L by A. I by A is there. I'm writing this side and L is here. I by A I can write as current density.
Yes, sir.
Then I have L here. The L I will send this side. Now what is V by L? Electric
E.
field is right.
Yes, sir.
So we got
Yes,
the
sir.
same thing. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Actually, Ohm's law here we are taking in terms of J equal to sigma into E, or E equal to sigma into J. Basically, this law we call as vector form of Ohm's law.
Yes, sir.
Next, if we go back to carbon resistors, what do you mean by carbon resistor? First of all, do you have any idea? Have you seen the resistor anytime?
Yes,
Usually,
sir, I think.
yeah. Usually, if you see motherboards of system, a computer, behind the TV, or if any circuits, if you see something is mounted which is lines one, like wooden frame, it will be, and through that one wire has passed, like that you will see some things. Those are all called carbon resistors. Okay, and the other resistors, wire bound resistors also there, but we need to discuss here only carbon resistors, because on the carbon resistors it is made measurably with given some color codes. The lines which you are seeing on that, we call it as color codes. Okay, that you can see here. The color codes when you are seeing, then you will get to know that how it will be given the color codings, and there is a order of the colors. Since there is a order, we have to remember the order of the colors and the color values. Therefore, we can able to say that value of the resistor automatically without seeing the value. So how it is? Let us see. You are seeing this is like a frame, inserting frame. Through this, some wires, resistive material wires will be passed. Now you are seeing different colors. There are the three colors. First one is looking brown, so white. Third color is black. And after certain distance, after giving long gap, there is a gold color at the end you find. Right? Why it has
Yes, sir.
given? You see. There are the rings on the resistors which are given, which are finding, which describes the value of the resistor in terms of ohms. How it will be indicates. Look at here. The first two rings from the end gives the first two significant figures of resistance. What is that, sir? First two significance means first two values. And the next, the third ring gives the this whatever color in black is there. It gives the multiplier, means into 10, into 10 to the power of 5, into 10 to the power of 6, like that it gives. Now, one more ring is there, it's lost after gap, fourth ring. It gives the tolerance in the value of the resistance. Tolerance in the sense, we studied in 11th standard uncertainties. Every device certain uncertainty is available always. Remember. So that uncertainty can be gives in a form of tolerance as at this end ring. Okay, this is all fine, sir. You have given nice range. You are seeing design, color here, but how the values can be given, how the values can be find if unknown resistance is given to you. That there is a magic for that. See, whatever this is a order. First two are significant figures. This is a multiplier. This is a tolerance. Okay. Now you are seeing the actual cinema of the resistor, which is having the color codings. The colors are also having the values here. Colors also having the values. Are you looking the colors here? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now let us see here. The order. First it is black, brown, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, gray, white. These are all order beta. This order applicable for these three rings, and the next gold, silver, no color. These are the three ones which are given in the percentage wise, means uncertainty is exposed in terms of percentages. So that is given here at the end in terms of percentage, the tolerance. Okay, sir, is fine. Then how to find the value of resistance? For that purpose, we have to remember these values. This is the order you should follow, everyone. This is the order we should follow in this case. Now you can also see here black, brown. For the black color, given number is 0. Brown is 1. Red is 2. Okay, I'll tell you. For the brown, what is the color? Sorry, number given here?
1.
Brown for 1. 1. The second color is violet. For the violet, it is a number 7. It has
7.
given. So 1, 7. That is first two significant figure. 1, 7. Next, multiplier into 10 over of something. Next, this is a black color. Black, 10 to the power of 0. Okay, 10 to the power of 0 means nothing is there. It is like 1 into 10 to the power of 0. Next, gold. This is a tolerance. How much tolerance does it have? 5%
5.
tolerance it is having. So the total value of this given resistor is 17 into 10 to the power of 0 plus or minus 5%. Got it?
Yes, sir.
This is a way we will calculate the value of the resistance. Okay, sir, it's very nice, but for this all we should remember, we should memorize this. How to memorize this order also we should follow here, which is 1, which is 2, which is 3. That is also I'll tell you. Now, another example we will discuss. Let us say green is the first one. What is the number given to green? 5.
5.
And for the resistance it is given, sorry, for the red, in the resistance second ring is given red. The red one
2.
is 2. Next, blue. In that blue one it is 6. So green is 5 and red is 2. 5 2 52, and blue is power in terms of 6 into 10 to the power of 6. Silver color is the tolerance 10%. See, 52 into 10 to the power of 6 plus or minus 10 to the power of plus or minus 10%. 10% is a tolerance, either positive or negative. So this is the way we will detect the value of the resistance with the help of the table. But this table, to remember this table, there is a acronomy has developed from some books from olden days. In any book, if you see, you have a acronomy. See here, it is total order. We have to follow the letters order. The first letters, whatever is there. That is B.B. Roy, R.O.Y. Roy. B.B. Roy having a great G for great. B. Britain wife wearing gold silver necklace. Okay, here V is, you can see, this is also same way. This is the acronomy has developed. B.B. Roy of Great Britain wife. Great Britain has a very good wife wearing gold silver necklace. B.B. Roy. Up to here, clear. After that, off, OF off it will come. That off is not considered in acronomy. Great Britain has not considered. Very, in the very B is considered. Okay. Good, great is considered. Very good. Wife, W is considered. Okay. Wearing gold, silver, N for necklace. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So this is the acronomy. If you remember, then we can remember the values. Values already is in order. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 up to. But after gold, this is only different. 5, 10, 20%. Only this is different. Okay. This is all about the color coding of resistors. all about the color coding of resistor, right? When if you are thinking about this color coding of resistors, whenever in laboratory in external examiner comes for the practical exam and all, in such case we can easily